Here we got some Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest on the NES. Now I've done this game quite a few times, or at least a few. I did playthrough back maybe like 12 years ago, when like the first year I started my YouTube channel. And at some point I did my top 10 favorite NES games, and I included this one in it. And then I think I did the anniversary, 30-year anniversary video, or maybe it was 31 anniversary year. Yeah, I think I wanted to do the 30-year anniversary, but I was a year late. So, but anyway, the reason I'm doing this game again is because I recreated this entire game on Super Mario Maker. So I thought first I'm going to do a full playthrough, and then next week I'll show my version on the Super Mario Maker, which I tried to recreate it as perfectly as I could. Every block, every square. But this is a game I always loved. Even the music in the game is great. You know, the graphics were great for the time. The gameplay. So first you start out in the town of Jova. You talk to these guys. Now, some of the things these people tell you are real, and some of them aren't. And now, I was watching James and Mike Mondays when they did this game, and I think James and Mike were wrong about, well, James was kind of explaining everything to Mike, but I think he was wrong about a lot of things. He said that a lot of the text in this game was mistranslated. I don't think it was. I think it was done on purpose. So you had to try to guess, you know, like which ones are which ones are accurate and which ones aren't. I'm actually not going to read everything they say, because I've done that like every playthrough I've done in this game. But the first thing I like to do, I don't buy the white crystal, I buy the holy water. You see, that's all the currency I have. The hearts is your money. So I'm going to have to try getting up to 100 hearts to buy the whip and the white crystal. So I'm going to go over here. Sometimes you get hearts out of these enemies, sometimes you don't. It's kind of random. There, I got one. You can see one little heart equals $2 as far as, you know, because hearts go towards your currency, which are the heart logo, and it also goes towards the E, which is your experience. So the little hearts, you get 1 point for experience and $2. And there's medium hearts and there's large hearts. The medium hearts are $4 and I think 3 experience, and the large hearts are $5 and maybe $6 and 5 experience. But yeah, when your experience reaches 100, you level up. So I'm going to do this for a little bit. Look at the time up there. It's days, hours, and minutes. The minutes go by really quick, a lot faster than the real minutes. Now when the hours get up to 1800 hours, that's 6 p.m. our time, so it turns to nighttime. And at nighttime the enemies are tougher. So I do that a lot early on in this game, is I farm for hearts. There's a pretty good place to do it. You just have to wait for nighttime, and that's in the town of Jova. At nighttime, all the people go inside their houses, and you got zombies wandering around. Oh, here it is. A horrible night to have a curse. So right here is a good spot where you can go back and forth. The zombies will keep respawning. I do this until morning time. So yeah, this is kind of tedious to watch. But when I do my Super Mario Maker video, we won't have to worry about farming for hearts. When I do get 100 experience points, and I level up, will refill my health meter. Other ways to refill it, you can go into a church. Most towns have a church. There are a few that don't. But you can't go in any of these doors at nighttime. 64 experience hearts, $90. This usually takes about an hour and 45 minutes to beat the game. Since I'm not going to stop and read the text of everyone, I'm going to actually go quicker. Yeah, I just played this game 2 days ago. I took my NES Classic up, very leveled up. So I took my NES Classic up to my fiance's house. And I was hoping to play some two-player games, but for some reason, Controller 2 does not work. We're going to be doing a couple videos on the Switch, so not next week, but the next 2 weeks after that, I plan on doing Family Feud on the Switch and Wheel of Fortune. You know, the morning sun is back first, the horrible night. We're going to go buy the White Crystal and the Thornwick. Okay, to make the guy respawn, it's supposed to be there, you just go in here and go back out. Buy the whip. Thorn whip. It's got a little bit longer reach. Now we're just gonna man, that idiot. He's gang rape. See, I got the holy water, which I use against enemies. Yeah, so I recreated all this, the bridges, the blocks. I mean, of course, the backgrounds, I can't like put the mountains in there or anything. There are 2 times where I beat this entire game on one life. I can't remember if that was on one of the videos or not. I was playing the other day, I died twice. And it's kind of like the middle part of the game is where it gets really hard, and then after that it starts getting easy again. Okay, first I want to go down. Now we're in the town of Jova. Oh, you know what? I'm so used to just reading everyone says, but... Okay, I got enough parts to get the dagger. Oh, and anytime you enter a building, the timer stops, which is kind of cool. So if you beat the game within like 8 days, if it's under 8 days you get a certain ending, and if it's over 2 days, or over 8 days, between 8 to 16 days you get the second ending, and if it's over 16 you get the third ending. And it's kind of cool if you watch James and Mike Mondays where they do a video on playing Simon's Quest. At the end, James kind of explains how they got everything messed up at the ending. Which I think James is right on that part, because it does kind of not make sense. So here I'm going to go to church and refill my health. Okay, there's a chain whip I want to get in there, but it costs 150 hearts and I've only got 12, so once again when nighttime comes I'm going to be farming for hearts. In the meantime I can get some over here. Yeah, that pink stuff drains your hearts, purple stuff, whatever you want, whatever color it's actually blue and red with blue polka dots. That's close enough to 18. So I need a second now. Right here's a good place to farm for. I was playing this Friday. Okay, I really hate this phone. When I get a weather alert, I'm like, it automatically speaks. It's like, you know, just a text is okay. I mean, half the time the phone's in my pocket or something where I can't even hear it anyway. I can just hear a voice rambling something in. The hearts disappear if you don't collect them right away. They'll hang out there for like a few seconds. Yeah, last week was like 70 degrees out, not even a week ago. Now today we're supposed to get like, well, right now it's raining, and then tonight we're supposed to get like 6 to 8 inches of snow. That's Iowa for you. lately I've been getting into this new show. Well, I guess it's not really, I don't think it's really new, but to me it's a new show, Lucifer on Netflix. And my girlfriend's been watching it, and I've just been catching bits and pieces of it. It looks really good, so I started watching. She's in season 5, I just started beginning Friday. Really good show. The character that plays Lucifer is pretty funny. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. 214 hertz I have. The most you can have is 256. Once you hit that number, it just stops right there. So to reach 256, you might as well spend them. I'm also going to be getting these books. Dracula's Cruise. So I'm going to get the Chain Whip, which is about the same length as the Throne Whip, but it's stronger. So yeah, you want to keep upgrading your whip as you're going along. And also we're going to be collecting all the extra things too, like weapons and that. See, like the dagger I bought, I don't necessarily need that, but I like to get every item. Yeah, this music, this tune right here is called Bloody Tears. Oh. There's actually, you can find YouTube videos of people playing this music. Like, there's a band, a Japanese band that did a full video and the song. There's some guys playing on the guitar. Okay, here's Mansion 1. See, now, if you don't have the white crystal, you're not going to have the blue platform right there, so you have to make sure you have the white crystal, and make sure your arrow is on it. So the whole purpose of this game is you're supposed to go to each mansion and collect Dracula's 5 body parts, take them to Dracula's castle, and light them on fire to bring Dracula back to life so you can kill him. Apparently that's supposed to destroy the curse. But then there's Castlevania 3, which is called Dracula's Curse. But that's supposed to be a prequel to this game. And I can't get very far in the first game or the third game. There's another one, Dracula's Clues. There's 13 of those. There's a typo right there. A symbol of evil will appear. When you strike the stake, it's supposed to be appear. There's a couple times where they typoed in the game. Actually, I guess multiple times, but one is like a repeat over and over. Yeah, you got what I call Konami jumps in here. You gotta be on like the very edge to jump. That was also a thing in the Lone Ranger on the NES, which was another game by Konami. See, now in my remake on Super Mario Maker is different because Mario can jump so much higher than Simon Belmont. Right here, these first two blocks right there are fake. So you have to jump past them. Boom. Yeah, but like all these mansions, I redesigned them. Like remade them on Super Mario Maker block by block. And it was kind of a long process, but at the same time it was fun. Here I want the oak stick. See, in Super Mario Maker, I just put a on-off switch there, which is kind of like the oak stick. Okay, I think Brahms Mansion is the third one. This is the first one, which I think is Berkeley Mansion. Actually, I may have to check that out now. NES maps. Yeah, see, when I remake this game, I had to go to NESmaps.com because they have like a full map of this game. But they got so many ads on there. Okay, yeah, so this is Berkeley Mansion right here. We're gonna get another one of the clues, or not. There's another fake. Okay, right there underneath that pillar, there's fake block skin. I want to jump over those. Okay, here you want to go to your oak stake. You now process Dracula's ribs. So there's a typo right there. You know, instead of possess, it says process. Every single mansion where you get the easy oak stake on the part, you get Dracula's part, it's going to say process. Or possess. It's supposed to be possess. Now I'm going to go ahead and crawl through this fake floor. Go this way. I think when I first started designing this Super Mario Maker, I don't think I was as picky as I got as going through. But yeah, by the time I got up to Mansion 1, it's like every single block I tried like recreating. Okay, now we're going to continue to the right. level up again. Okay, so the second time you level up, it not only does it refill your health meter, but it adds to it. So the third time I level up, it'll just refill it. The fourth time, it'll add to it and refill again. Which I think is kind of, doesn't make sense. It should add to it every time. Instead of every other time, it's kind of weird. These spiders can be annoying. They throw their webs at you. So now if I go all the way down to the bottom of the screen and to the left, that'll take me back to the town of Jova. Or not Jova, but Veros, the last town I was in. Where I got the chain whip. So it's kind of like a shortcut. I'll go that way on the way back, though. We have to go back this way. I'll go way back to where we started once we get the... Oh, you know what? Put this on Dracula's rib, you got a shield. It shields you against fireballs. Certain fireballs. Right here you can get the Sacred Flame. It's kind of helpful against some enemies. I used to use the Sacred Flame against Dracula back when I was a kid and I used to play this game. Because I got older and found out that the golden knife is actually more effective against Dracula. Yeah, see, every once in a while there will be like a glitch in the game, like where the word lake is, some of it's green. That's not normal. Just kind of happened this one time. Okay, so this time, first we want to go to the right. See if you go down, that'll lead you to Mansion 2, but you can't get there yet without the blue crystal. You gotta go this way to get the blue crystal. This town. Okay, yeah, this is the town of Algebra. This is where we get the blue crystal. Since it's nighttime, we're going to farm for some more hearts up here. Morning. But we're going to get the blue crystal. We're also going to get garlic and laurels in this town. I'll check some out. Yeah, so these enemies, I'm not getting any experience points for because I'm already up to level 2. See the L there, L2. And these enemies must be at level 1, so I'm not going to get any experience points for them. But I'm still getting purchasing hearts for them, so 182. Actually, I'm not getting any hearts. There we go, that puts me up to 186. Yeah, it's kind of funny, there's so many items you collect in this game. Super Mario Maker, they don't have that many items, so I just keep making it the same items, like the helmet shell. And I use the on-off switch quite a bit. But see, since this is a non-linear game, and like Super Mario, it's always like sectioned out non-linear, like levels. I had to kind of improvise and make, you know, this game. So I mean, this is like continuous. It doesn't have like level 1, level 2. That's what I mean by non-linear. It just keeps on going. So the Super Mario Maker, I had to split this whole game up into 15 different levels. Oh, I got 256 hearts, so I can't get them anymore. Oh, if you use the Sacred Flame, now you see I'm down to 255 hearts, so every time you use the Sacred Flame, it uses a heart. So we're on top of this guy over here. Very nice. So you got a wood crystal, that's what I need to get to Mansion 2. You know, for a salesman, it sure doesn't make it easy to find them. You gotta break holes in this floor. Yeah, this is where you buy the laurels. See, now when you buy laurels, you get 2 of them for 50. But I'm going to unlock 4 of them, so I'm going to buy it again. Now I got 4 laurels. Now I also have to buy garlic, which you can also get in this town. Garlic's the same, kind of does the same way as buying laurels. You get 2 for, when you buy it, you get 2 of them. It costs 50 hearts. For the garlic, I'm only going to buy it once because you get 2 pieces of garlic and that's all you need throughout the game. I mean, you don't necessarily need garlic, but if you want to collect every single item, like, there's the gold, the silver knife, if you want that, and if you want the, I think it's the bag for the laurels. Yeah, if you're doing a speed run, you're probably not going to want to collect those things, but okay, here's Camille Cemetery. Drop the garlic right there and that guy appears. I want to show something over here. That wall right there, if you continue to the right over that wall, you can go to Mansion 5. The only problem is you can't jump that far. But you can come from that way. I'm probably not going to do it because it's kind of, have to use up a lot of lore to do it. It's kind of a waste of time, but it kind of reminds you after level 5 direction to get there. So we went as far right as we could go up here. Now we're going to go downstairs. Yeah, with the eyeballs I made like spinies, flying spinies. For all these skeletons here, I used like the red Koopas. Okay, right here you gotta use the blue crystal. Just kneel down for a few seconds. Too. Okay, now this one you don't really have to go up very far right here. You just keep going to the right. And here's sometimes where I die. You get these hard to make jumps. And that right there, you just jump right through it. That's one hard part. Here's another hard part coming up here. The silver knife. These also use 1 heart every time you use them. Okay, here's another tricky spot. Okay, now you got those windows right there. The blocks underneath them are fake, so you want to jump over every one of them. That's if you want to get the clue. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that. Oak steak. I gotta make that hard jump again. So if you're jumping from top to bottom, it's not so bad, but if you're going from bottom to like higher elevation, it's if you're not like right on the edge, you're gonna fall right in the water. And Simon Belmont cannot swim. Which is one thing that kind of helps in the Super Mario Maker version, that if you've got a water level and Mario falls in the water, he's not gonna die. He can swim, so I use that in some cases. Yeah, for those guys with the spears I used... I think I used Koopas for them too, but there's some enemies that I used dry bones. You gotta be kidding me. See, Super Mario can just jump from here all the way up block right there. It's getting old. Okay, I've never failed this many times bad. I mean, maybe once or twice, but I mean, what is that, like 4 or 5? We already found that out. Now process drift was hard. That game kind of like freezes up a little bit, slows down when you get too much movement on the screen. It's kind of the limitations of the NES. Okay, we gotta do those crazy jumps again. Jump. There we go. So we made it so far without dying, but when it's, as I mentioned, Castle or Mansion 3 is like really hard, and the area right around it. So we can't go any further right. Now we're gonna go left. Horrible not to have a curse. I kind of included that in my Super Mario Maker game too at the end. Spell out coins. Okay, wait, I want to go back and do this just right. There we go. I kind of got a pattern with the way I do things. If I don't do it my normal pattern, I'm probably end up dying, so. Yeah, whenever you get to these steps and those next set of steps, right when you go into the next screen, hit the whip right away because there's an enemy like right there. Here's where I was talking about before, that if you go all the way down and go to the left, it's going to take you to gross. town of Rose. Now we're just going to keep heading left. So right here, another set of steps. We're going to get in here. Take your whip. And I get hit by the guy after him. Oops. Actually, I'm going to use that one. See, my shield will block those fireballs. Here's the town of Jovel once again. Don't really need anything here. Probably wouldn't hurt to replenish my health though. I'm gonna stop the church. Oh, you know what? Either way I go, I gotta make one of those long jumps. I missed it, I fall right into the water. But luckily I made it. I guess I could have taken a long way going down the steps and jumped over and back. Oops. Each town has a different color background too, like this one's red. Baros was, I think, green. Actually, let me check. No, Baros was more like purple. Algebra is like green. And there's the town of Alba, which is pink. We haven't gotten there yet. There's Andol. Okay, so there's a lot of this marsh here, so here's where I'm going to use a laurel. Makes it invincible for a period of time, just enough time to get across here. Okay, now first what I'm going to do is equip the heart. Because there's two different ways this guy takes you. If you got the heart equipped, he takes you to Mansion 3. If you don't have the heart equipped, he's going to take you right past Mansion 1 even though you missed it. hardest one. You take a look at my health right now. I'll bet you I'm like down to at least half health, if not worst, by the time I leave this place. Enemies are tougher, they're placed in like that, right there. Plus they're stronger, you take more damage when you get hit by them. So I already lost 3 pellets of health. Yeah, those little jumpy things there, for some areas I use Monty Moles. That was just cheap. See, I lost 4 pellets. Wow. Look, I already lost 6, so now use the secret flame on those guys. See, that was one confusing thing about the game. Wait for a soul with a red crystal on the board, but we should have said kneel and wait to work with the red crystal. Make it a little less confusing. Wow, really? Come on. See, look at that. There's gang raping me here. Look at that. What am I at? Half health right now? Just walk right past these bats. Okay, here's another mistake that James made in the James Mike Mondays. He's saying that there are only 2 bosses out of all the mansions. There's only 2 bosses. Actually, there are no bosses in the mansions. That is not a boss. Just because he's towards the end of the mansion, he's not a boss. You don't have to beat him to continue. He's just a really tough enemy that you can get the golden knife out of. You don't have to beat that guy. You can just walk right past him. But I want the golden knife, so I'm gonna. It takes a lot of these sacred flames to kill him. It's the best thing to use because it freezes him, so he can't attack you. It keeps attacking him. Yeah, so it takes a lot of hits, but get the golden knife for it. for the bats, since they don't have bats in Super Mario Maker, I put cannons, 3 cannons there. Here's a good spot to use the golden knife. The golden knife uses, I think, 2 hearts. Yeah. Now it is almost impossible to get up from here without getting hit unless you use Laurel. And unless the 2 of them go all the way to the left, but that never seems to happen. There's gonna be another one of those guys coming from behind. Yeah, so, I mean, my hearts, or my health, is down to half already, and then even when I get past this, outside of this mansion, it gets still some hard parts to get through. Okay, get used to the jumping, because there's going to be a lot of jumping blocks up here. I did this the other day, no problem. And as long as you've done enough, you know the pattern, I can usually get it the first try every time, but if I screw up one time, I keep screwing up over and over again. This is a horrible night to have a curse. Last night would have been a good night, but not tonight. Whoa. Yes, I forgot it's nighttime, they're tougher. The diamond's kind of useless. But like I mentioned, I like to collect every item. You can use Diamond against Dracula, I have before, but I'm better off using the Golden Knife. Cool. Now we're going to go back to this ferryman at the river. And as long as you don't have the heart equipped, you're gonna ride back. Wow! You know, in the hundreds of times I've played this game now, I never got hit in this water. So it looks like it took me right back to where I was left, but actually when you get over here, it's different. Now we're in another town. So much for my perfect game. See, that's another big flaw about the game too. You get hit, you go flying backwards. Another thing that James said in the Angry Video Game Nerd episode is if you die, you lose all your hearts. That's not true. I've got two. See, I still have all the hearts I got. It's if you die 3 times and you choose to continue, then you lose all your hearts. So, James got a lot of details on in both the nerd video and in the James and Mike Mondays video. I think the diamonds use up a heart too. Yeah. The diamonds use a heart, the Sacred Flame uses a heart, I think the Golden Knife uses up 2 hearts every time you use it. So this is the town of Alba. This guy right here is the only guy in town. All the people wandering around town are females. Need that guy to get your red crystal, and I've got 2 laurels, so I'm going to buy some more here. Because when we go from Mansion 4 to Mansion 5, there's some more poisonous marsh to go through. And you pretty much need 3 laurels to get through it. Those things are really annoying. As long as you're standing still, the fireballs will bounce off you. If you keep moving towards them, you don't have your shield up. Okay, here comes another hard part over here. So I wanted to get this done before nighttime. again. It is like gang rape in this game. And we're gonna need a lower to get through here. Can't jump. Now I recreated it with Super Mario Maker. Mario can jump far. But I guess Mario is Super Mario. You know, you never hear of Super Simon Belmont. Level up again. So the first level up you need 100 hearts, the second one you need 150, the third one you need 200. So it keeps going up. Do you have enough purchasing arts? I just want to get that experience up to, I believe it's 200. There we go. Ah, I whistled. Laurel. Okay, I can buy more laurels in this town, but I also need to buy a Morning Star, which is the next whip. You know what, I don't get any experience points for those zombies since I leveled up. We have to go to the next area. I get experience for those. So I'm going to do that until daytime. It takes 4 hits. The chain whip. daytime almost any minute, any second. I think the Morning Star costs 200 hearts. Yeah, that still gives me 56 hearts left so I can buy some more laurels. Yeah, last playthrough just the other day I died twice. This playthrough I died once. So I did a little bit better this time than last time. There have been a couple times I got through on 0 deaths. I mean, I'm pretty much past the hard parts. Mansion 3 and jumping across those rocks and everything. The Morning Star is much longer than the Chain Whip. Here's another glitch. Those blocks are not supposed to be disappeared like that. Half blocks. There's a lot of minor glitches that you'll see in this game. It seems like every playthrough there's at least one. See, the Morning Star will kill these enemies in one swing during the daytime, at nighttime 2 swings. Whereas the old... Wow, I don't think I've ever died in my life at that part of the game. I can't believe it! Now my hearts are all 0, but my level stays the same. I keep all my items. I just want to go back this way and see, I never had a problem getting off those blocks. I don't know why at one time it would. Now if you equip your heart, or no, it's the eyeball, you can see where the hidden books are, or the hidden clues. Yeah, I spoke too soon. I did once, last playthrough, and 3 times now this one. But I died in a spot that I've never died in before, which is kind of crazy. And it happens twice, but that's what I was talking about with the jumping across those blocks. I either get through one time, no problem, or I might die. Now, I died on the multiple ones that I passed Mansion 3. But those specific 3 right there, I've never died on those before. I always get across those without problem. Yeah, there's another breaking floor up here. Or a fake floor, I guess I could call it. I always found these rocks to the left to be kind of odd. It's the only place to see them is in this level here. When I was a kid, I thought they kind of looked like dog food. Yeah, see, when making these mansions in Super Mario Maker, You can't make them the same. They're either too tall or too long, so I had to put doors in there to kind of split them into multiple sections. And for those blocks that you break in Super Mario Maker, I've had ice blocks that you have to shoot with fireballs. Okay, so that clue's like kind of useless. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't have enough hearts. So I'm going to have to collect hearts and go all the way back around again. This is the first time this has ever happened to me, and it's because I died back there and lost all my hearts. I mean, that's not really right that they take away all the hearts that you earned. Imagine if you were in high school and you failed a test and they send you back to kindergarten. Again, the first one we have to go all the way around. We can't jump back up there. If I would have thought about that beforehand, could have avoided going all the way back around. Could have just kept farming for hearts, but I mean, it's like I've never really had that happen to me before, where I had to even think about it because I always get past those blocks. Yeah, if you fall on those spikes, you lose a lot of health. I do like the 4th and 5th mansion on how there's 2 ways to go, like the way you enter and the way you exit is kind of in a circle. So you're not necessarily seeing the exact same pattern. I took PTO last Friday and I actually had a pretty productive day. Finally felt like, because I took PTO a couple weeks ago and we were planning to go out to dinner, me and my girlfriend with her dad and his friends on the Thursday night before, so I felt like take PTO Friday night, that way I could stay up later Thursday night. Well, it turned out they canceled the dinner, and then, or they postponed the dinner, because this is something they do every month. And then I was also planning to get my car fixed. So I just bought a 2023 Kia Seltos, and it turns out air conditioning doesn't work, so I could get that replaced. I tried to schedule an appointment for that Friday, and it turned out they were booked, so I took PTO for nothing. Okay, here you want to use your red crystal and crouch down. So this Friday, my fiance's dad went out to dinner with his friends. They're kind of his school, his like childhood friends. So they're just kind of like to get together. Just kind of like to get together and talk and everything. And so me and my fiance have been kind of joining them, hearing about the old days. So this time I went and scheduled an appointment to get my car fixed, and so anyway, Friday I got my car fixed. Took my fiance's vehicle to the mechanic to get the headlights replaced and any other burned out bulbs. And we went out to eat. And kind of a breakfast lunch thing. I hate it when that happens like right in the middle of the jump. I was just starting to jump. I don't know if it happened before or after I hit the jump. Okay. Yeah, we did a lot of running around yesterday, and then I had to stop at the courthouse too because I sold my old truck, and the guy that bought the truck off me got arrested. He's going to prison, so his girlfriend decided to sell the truck to his friend. But it turns out the guy sold the truck to lost the title, so I had to go down to the courthouse and get another title made up. I went out for, my girlfriend and I went out for dinner too. Saturday was our anniversary, but we did most of that stuff on Friday night. See, the shield won't stop those fireballs. Okay, here's where you have to use 3 laurels. Otherwise this stuff will drain your health down. Here's Mansion 5. When you go to the left looks exactly like the right. You know, you got all that poisonous marsh. But then past that, you'll get to that cliff. Remember where I mentioned after the town of... Oh, in the Camilla Cemetery by the town of Elvira. said he can't go any further. I'm eventually up there at least to pass Mansion 5, so that would take me here. And I also got my haircut Friday, so a lot Friday. Here's where I was talking about. Mansion 5 is another one where it's got two different ways to go. So I'm going to go up, but then I'm eventually going to go around and come from below. Weird building these levels on Super Mario Maker because it seems like it takes so long to make, but then when you're playing through it, it's like it doesn't take long at all. I mean, making it such a long process that you think that playing it's going to be just as long. You don't want to fall straight down, you want to jump, otherwise you're not going to be able to get back over here, you'd have to go all the way around. Oh, there's another glitch right there. Okay, now that might be considered a boss because you actually do need the item out of him to get to the end of the game. Yeah, it doesn't really have like a specific pattern, it's kind of random. See, I think if you don't have the magic cross, I don't think you can get into Dracula's castle if I've heard right. I've never actually tried it, I wouldn't want to risk trying it, because it would kind of ruin your day. Here's where you get 8 laurels. And that's why you want the silk flag from the cemetery for the whole 8 laurels. Hoping I don't have to use one, but I'm going to have one ready just in case. Yeah. I knew something was going to hit me. See, in Super Mario Maker, you can get up from the left side, but since Simon can't jump quite as high, I have to go this way. See, I came up from the bottom. upwards and around from the bottom. Okay, now we're going to go back to the right. Yeah, for this marsh, Super Mario Maker, I just put a bunch of spikes down and I put an area where you can get a star. I can't remember if I got this or not, but I think I did, but I can't remember for sure. Okay, now we just keep on heading towards the right and we'll get to Dracula's castle. Yeah, making Dracula's castle is actually pretty easy in Super Mario Maker compared to the other mansions. It's much more straight up and down. Not quite as far like left and right. Mansion 4. There's the morning sun vanquishing the horrible night. I don't think there's a church in this town. Ah, whoa. Okay, I thought for sure I was gonna die there. Oh, level up again. Yeah, I've never been to the right up there because there's never been any reason to go that way. Yeah, this sounds like a ghost town. Alright, here you need the holy water to break those blocks. So right past the edge of the screen is Dracula's castle, but I think if you don't have the magic cross, you can't get in there. I don't know if I saw it on YouTube or where I heard it, but... And there are no enemies in Dracula's castle except for Dracula at the end. Oh, you know what else you can do? If you got the nail equipped, your whip will break through blocks. But that only works for the blocks in front of you. Still need the holy water to get blocks below you. You can only whip like waist level. Sometimes there's a glitch right here where there'll be an extra block that you can't get past. If that ever happens, all you have to do is go all the way over to the left, as far as you can go, and then come all the way back over to the right, and it's usually gone. Or at least it's always been gone every time I've had that happen. That glitch only seems to happen like 1 out of every 10 times you play. Maybe 1 out of every 20 times. Okay, I'm gonna get my golden knife equipped. How easy Dracula is. Easier than the Grim Reaper in Mansion 3. And I beat the game within 8 days, so I get the red sky ending. If it's 8 to 16 days, you get the blue sky. If it's anything over 16 days, you get the... it's like all black and white. But James and Mike Mondays made a pretty good point about the text not really matching up with the sky and the ending. Like, I mean, when you get the best ending, I never really gave it much thought before, but show what we're talking about here. It looks like somebody's typing this and they type with one finger. So slow. So anyways, I think it said something about Simon Belmont. We might have missed it earlier, but I think it said something about Simon Belmont didn't survive his wounds or something. Or maybe that's the second ending. And that text should be in the third ending where it took him a long time. I don't know. It's best to watch James and Mike Mondays playing Simon's Quest, and it's like an hour. I think it's an hour and 6 minutes long, something like that. But Mike plays the whole game because he's never beaten the game before. So James lets Mike play the whole game, and James kind of, just talks to him while they're playing. And at the end of the video, James shows Mike the 3 endings and explains how they don't really match up. And I thought it was pretty interesting. Anyway, that was the Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest on the NES. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week I'll be showing my recreation of the game on Super Mario Maker. It won't be nearly as long as this video because I don't have to farm for hearts, so it should go by much quicker. But yeah, if you're a fan of this game, I think you'll definitely be impressed with my recreation of it because I made it as similar as I could. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video.